Hey everybody, it's Gary here at Nordstick. Thank you so much for supporting our family business and purchasing a Nordstick. I want to go over how to set up your Nordstick and a few things that I've learned along the way to help get some more success. So once you have your Nordstick, you're going to slide it under a door. The new Nordstick 3.0 has had a lot of upgrades to it. You'll see a better buckle. The door anchor now has a steel core and then a rubber coating on the outside so that it is rated to 800 pounds and will never break again. It is amazing, and I'm super excited for you guys to feel how strong it is. Next, if you bought a starter pack, you'll get a NordPad Pro with it too. If you didn't just got a Nordstick, I recommend going and getting a NordPad Pro. If you want, you can reach out to me at Garrett at the Nordstick and say you want to upgrade to a Nordstick or NordPad Pro. I'll send you a special code so that you can get one. It just makes the Nordic curl experience a little bit better. We took a lot of thought into this, so it folds, so it doubles as a yoga block. It's got convenient carrying handles. It's got two different foam densities in it. The top foam is super soft. The bottom is more durable. The top is a neoprene layer, so whether you're doing planks or Nordic curls on it, if you sweat, you can just wipe clean. And then it's got an anti-slip bottom. The anti-slip bottom is great because if you're doing planks or Nordic curls, you don't have to worry about this going anywhere. It's going to stay in place. But enough with that. Now that you've secured your Nordstick under a door, a super common thing I see in videos that I think can really help you get a better experience with your Nordstick is making sure the strap is super secure on your feet. If it's loose and wobbly like this, you're not going to be able to produce as much force. You're not going to get as good of an experience with it. So we created this pull strap so that you can pull it super tight and make sure that your feet are super secure and stable. The analogy I like to use when thinking about this, you can't fire a cannon out of a canoe very far. So you want to have a super stable base. That way you can produce the most force and have the best form when you're doing a Nordic curl. So now I'm just going to slide my feet underneath the Nordstick. I'm putting both rollers over top of my ankles, just like so. I like to wear shoes when I'm doing Nordic curls. I think it prevents the Nordstick from sliding. You get a little bit better experience, but it's not necessary, but definitely recommended. Now I'm going to grab this pull strap, tug as hard as I can. You want it to be so tight that your toes almost curl into extension. So now I'm not going anywhere. When I lower down, it's super tight and it's not gonna wobble or make me feel unstable as I lower into a Nordic curl. So now that you're in this position, one thing to think about when you're doing a Nordic curl is making sure your knee, your hip, and your shoulder are in a straight line. So you're gonna squeeze your glutes, bring your hips forward into extension so you have that nice straight line. Second thing to think about is hands out in front. So many times I've been doing Nordic curls, my hamstrings got tired, my hamstrings cramped, and it's great to have your hands there just to catch you as you lower to the ground and protect the money maker. So now you're ready to get started. The first thing I like to do when I just get my Nordstick is start with an isometric hold. If you follow our 10-week program, you'll see that Nordic curl isometrics are what we introduce in the first phase of 0 to getting your first Nordic curl. So it's a great way to build capacity. Anybody can do it, and it's a great measuring stick to see if you're ready to go on to the next level, which is eccentrics, a little bit more challenging variation of Nordic curls. So what I'll do, keeping my hips, knee, hip, and shoulder in a line, I'm just gonna lower down till my hamstrings start to talk to me. Once I feel them turning on, I'm gonna pause and hold. An isometric contraction means that you're contracting your muscle without it either lengthening or shortening. So think about a bicep curl. This is a concentric muscle action. That's when your muscle's getting shorter. Isometrics when you hold, and eccentrics when you slowly lower into a lengthened position. So isometrics, great. They also have a little bit of a pain relieving benefit to them. So when I'm working with clients who are in pain, it's usually where I start, and yeah, the capacity benefit is great too. So I'm just gonna lower down, hold. I'm not gonna hold and bore you with a long hold, but I'm aiming for 3 to 10 seconds. Once I can get 10 seconds in an isometric hold, then I'm gonna progress to eccentrics. Eccentrics, like I said, are the slowly lowering down. They're the ones you see primarily on the internet. It doesn't mean you should start there. If you can't do a 10-second isometric hold. You should really start there before you progress to the next level. So now I'm gonna show you an eccentric rep. You're just gonna slowly lower, as slow as you can, to the ground. With eccentrics, you wanna make sure you're moving forward the whole time and resisting the desire for gravity to push you into the ground. My hands were in front of me, so I catch myself when I fall. But the reason why you want to resist the whole time is when you're here, it's a lot easier than when you're out here. So as you lower down into a Nordic curl, it's going to get increasingly or exponentially harder. So you want to tap into the full range. And what you'll see is there's going to be a point during the eccentric where your hips will either flex or you'll just fall forward. And that's a measuring stick for where your strength's at right now. So you can even record a side view of yourself and kind of see where that happens and track your progress. As you get stronger, you'll be able to hold all the way out here with good technique and control of your hamstrings. And that just shows your hamstrings are strong in relation to your total body weight. So a really good test or a way on a budget to ensure that you're progressing. One other thing I like to do with eccentrics is I'll set my phone down, start a timer or a stopwatch, and then I'll use that timer to help motivate me to go slower throughout the motion. I'll show you in a later video this really awesome product called the Nordboard, which measures how much force you're gonna produce. But there's a strong correlation between how slow you can go and how much force you can produce. So the slower you can go, the stronger you are and the more force you can produce. So time yourself. You might be at 3 seconds on the way down now, but then you get to 10 seconds. And once you can get over 10 seconds with an external load, like holding something here, you probably can do a concentric rep. Now you're gonna get into the eccentric reps. I'm gonna go slow. I have my timer, I'm watching, and I'm pushing myself back up. A common question I get is how many sets and reps should I be doing? The research is pretty strong when it says 2 to 4 sets is ideal, and you want to do between 3 and 6 reps. This is not a movement where you want to do a ton of reps. I see people all the time online, they'll go down, push back up, down, push back up. You're not really tapping into the unique benefits of Nordic curls, which is resisting gravity, and this movement's powered by your body weight. So you're resisting your body weight and gravity wanting to throw your body into the ground. So you want to go slow, controlled, better reps instead of tons of reps. That's something to really think about. So the kind of sweet spot is 3 sets of 3 to 5 reps. But as you progress, you can do a little bit more on the rep count as long as you're doing slow quality reps. Another question I get is, when do I know when to pause during a set and rest? So if you're doing the timer method and you're watching that clock and your goal is 3 5-second reps, once you can't go down at that 5-second cadence, that's a good point to stop. So say I have good form for 3 reps, I'm able to hold for 5 seconds on the way down, and then that 4th rep, I fall down at a 3-second cadence. That tells me it's time to rest, and then fully recover, and then repeat that whole process again. Because quality reps will get you further than quantity of reps. So that's the thing to think about there. 2 other modifications. So this is more of a budget modification. This is using a yoga ball to help scale with Nordic curls. You can either use the yoga ball to go to a target and back up to shorten the range, or you can walk out and back up. That's also an ab workout. It's very similar to like an ab wheel. So just be aware, you're gonna feel your core really working with that. We offer a yoga ball on our website, and if you bundle up, you're gonna get a yoga ball for free. So I definitely recommend buying a bundle because you get a lot more value there. So yoga ball to a target or walking out your yoga ball are great other modifications. One last way, and my favorite way to regress Nordic curls, is with this product called the Omni Bands, which was inspired from our original product, the Nord Spotter. We just made it 10 times better when we launched the Omni Bands. So it's got a striped strap to measure progress. You can climb the ladder per se to progress. It also has a 2-strap design, so now it slides over your shoulders super nicely, and you have these little handles so it won't dig into your shoulders or your armpits, and then you can slowly lower down and pull yourself back up. Once that gets pretty easy, you can lower the strap even more, and now it's going to take less out of it for you. So you can lower down, pull back up. What I love about resistance bands and why that is my favorite scaling option for Nordic curls is because at the top, when the Nordic curl is the easiest, this is going to provide you no assistance. Right now, no assistance. If I lower down here, it's not helping me at all. As the Nordic curl gets exponentially harder, these bands increase their assistance exponentially. So it really mirrors the Nordic curl challenge curve, and it provides accommodating resistance, which is unique because not too many places can we use resistance bands for that true accommodating resistance that kind of meets the challenge of the exercise and allows us to have good technique throughout the motion. So this is going to allow you to get better form, really practice the Nordic curl and get better at it, and also track your progress. Once you get good with 2 bands, you can switch to 1 band, and you'll just hold this kind of in front, hands in front always, to catch yourself if you fall. And then when you lower down, it's just going to be a little bit more challenging. So the progression is 2 bands all the way down the ladder, reset, and do 1 band. So super easy, and the Omni bands are perfect for doing this. Stay tuned for other videos on our YouTube channel with how you can also use your Omni bands to get a better workout. We can do leg workouts, and with the premium texture grips, you can do upper body workouts. So now it is the most versatile product we offer, and it'll turn your whole entire doorway into a gym if you use it properly. So definitely check that out. If you have any questions about anything, how to use the program, how to get started, something just doesn't feel right, reach out to Garrett at thenordstick.com, and I'll be super stoked to help you out. But happy curling, and I'm excited to see your progress.